We often think of swords as weapons of war, but their story starts much earlier. Long ago, our ancestors relied on simple tools for survival. They used sharpened stones for cutting. These evolved into knives and daggers. These tools became essential. They were used for hunting and self-defense. Over time, these blades grew larger. They became more specialized. The development of metalworking was key. It allowed for stronger and more durable blades. Copper and later bronze became the materials of choice. These early metal blades paved the way for the sword's arrival. This marked a turning point in human history. The development of the sword wasn't just about technology, it was about changing societies. As communities grew larger, conflicts arose. They needed better ways to protect themselves. The sword emerged as the perfect weapon. It offered a decisive advantage in close combat. This marked the beginning of the sword's long and fascinating journey. From its humble beginnings as a tool, the sword would rise to prominence. It would come to define warfare for millennia. This is the story of that journey. It is a journey through time, innovation, and the evolution of human conflict. The Bronze Age was a period of immense innovation. It saw the birth of the sword as we know it. Bronze, an alloy of copper and tin, became the go-to metal. It offered superior strength and durability. Early swords, such as those found in Mesopotamia and Egypt, were relatively short. They were often double-edged. This made them versatile weapons for both thrusting and slashing. One iconic example is the khopesh. This Egyptian sword had a distinctive curved blade. It was often used by pharaohs and elite warriors. Its design highlights the growing sophistication of swordsmithing. It also reflects the sword's growing role in warfare and ritual. In Europe, the development of the sword took a slightly different path. The Urnfield culture, spanning much of Central Europe, favored longer swords. These swords were better suited for slashing attacks. These weapons gave their wielders a clear advantage in battle. They also became symbols of status and power. The Bronze Age saw the sword spread throughout the ancient world. From the battlefields of Mesopotamia to the tombs of Egyptian pharaohs, the sword left its mark. It evolved from a simple tool into a powerful weapon. It also became a symbol of authority and prestige. The Iron Age brought about a revolution in warfare. Iron, a more abundant and durable metal, replaced bronze, and this ushered in a new era of sword design and combat. Iron swords were cheaper to produce. This made them more accessible to common soldiers. This led to larger and more heavily armed armies. The transition to iron wasn't just about the material itself, it spurred further innovation. Swordsmiths experimented with new techniques. They developed new blade geometries. They created specialized swords for different combat styles. The result was a wider variety of swords. They were more effective and deadly than their predecessors. One of the most significant developments was the introduction of the Celtic longsword. This weapon, often exceeding 3 feet in length, was designed for powerful two-handed use. It was a testament to the skill of Iron Age swordsmiths. It became a defining weapon of Celtic warfare. The Iron Age saw the sword's influence grow. It was no longer just a weapon for the elite. It became a ubiquitous tool of war. This period laid the foundation for the diverse and sophisticated sword designs that would follow. As civilizations interacted and clashed, sword designs began to reflect regional differences and cultural influences. In the West, the Roman gladius became synonymous with the might of the Roman Empire. This short, double-edged sword was ideal for close-quarters combat. It was used by Roman legionaries to great effect. The gladius became a symbol of Roman military power. In contrast, the Greek xiphos was a double-edged, single-handed sword. It was known for its versatility. The xiphos was wielded by hoplites, citizen soldiers who formed the backbone of Greek armies. It played a crucial role in the Greek victories against the Persians. Meanwhile, in the East, distinct sword cultures were emerging. In China, the jian, a double-edged straight sword, gained prominence. It was prized for its balance and agility. The jian was suitable for both civilian and military use. It became deeply ingrained in Chinese martial arts and philosophy. The diversity of swords during this period highlights the ingenuity of ancient swordsmiths. It also reflects the evolving nature of warfare. From the Roman legions to the Greek hoplites and the warriors of ancient China, the sword played a pivotal role in shaping history. Section 5. Knights and Samurai, the Age of Chivalry. The medieval period witnessed the rise of iconic sword designs that would capture the imagination for centuries. In Europe, the knight emerged as the dominant warrior class. They favored the arming sword, a versatile weapon ideal for both cutting and thrusting. The arming sword was often paired with a shield. It became a symbol of chivalry and knightly virtue. The development of plate armor led to the emergence of specialized swords designed to counter this new form of protection. The estoc, a long, rigid sword, could pierce armor with its acutely pointed tip. The falchion, with its curved single-edged blade, could deliver powerful chopping blows. In Japan, the samurai class rose to prominence. They developed their own distinctive swordsmanship traditions. The katana, with its curved single-edged blade, became the iconic weapon of the samurai. It was renowned for its sharpness, strength, and elegance. The katana was more than just a weapon. It was a symbol of the samurai's honor, power, and spiritual connection. Section 6. Renaissance elegance, the rapier and the saber. The Renaissance marked a shift in sword design and usage. As firearms became more prevalent on the battlefield, heavier swords designed for armored combat fell out of favor. The rapier, a slender, double-edged sword designed for civilian self-defense, gained popularity. It was a weapon of finesse, speed, and precision, reflecting the changing social dynamics of the era. The saber, with its curved, single-edged blade, also rose to prominence. It was well suited for cavalry charges and became a favored weapon of light cavalry units. The saber's design allowed for powerful cutting strokes, making it a formidable weapon on the battlefield. The Renaissance saw the sword transition from a primarily military weapon to one of social status and personal defense. The rapier, in particular, became an essential accessory for gentlemen, reflecting the aesthetics and values of the era. Section 7. The Industrial Age, the sword's symbolic shift. The Industrial Revolution brought about profound changes in warfare. Firearms became increasingly sophisticated, relegating the sword to a secondary role. However, swords retained their symbolic significance. Military officers continued to carry swords as badges of rank and authority. Ceremonial swords, often elaborately decorated, were used in state functions and military parades. These swords served as powerful reminders of tradition, valor, and national identity. The sword also found a new lease on life in the realm of sport. Fencing, with its roots in historical swordsmanship, emerged as a popular sport. It emphasized skill, precision, and strategy. Fencing helped to preserve the techniques and traditions of sword fighting. Section 8. Modern reflections, martial arts, and collecting. While the sword is no longer a primary weapon of war, it continues to fascinate and inspire. Martial arts traditions around the world, such as Kendo, Aikido, and historical European martial arts, keep the art of the sword alive. These disciplines emphasize discipline, respect, and self-improvement. They provide a link to the past and preserve valuable cultural heritage. Sword collecting is another avenue through which people engage with the history and craftsmanship of these weapons. Antique swords are highly sought after by collectors and museums alike. They offer insights into past cultures, technologies, and artistic styles. Section 9. The enduring legacy of the sword. The sword's journey from the Bronze Age to modern times is a testament to human ingenuity, artistry, and the enduring allure of this iconic weapon. From its humble beginnings as a tool to its role as a symbol of power, status, and martial prowess, the sword has left an undeniable mark on human history. While its practical applications on the battlefield may have diminished, the sword's legacy lives on in martial arts, collecting, and popular culture. It serves as a reminder of our past, a symbol of courage and skill, and an enduring object of fascination. The sword's story is not over. It continues to evolve and inspire, reminding us of the power of human creativity and the enduring allure of this most iconic of weapons.